Welcome to the eastern banks of the Mississippi River as the Evansville Otters look to even their weekend series with the Gateway Grizzlies tonight at GCS Credit Union Ballpark in Sauget, Illinois. My name is Ryan Brown. Thank you so much for joining me on the Evansville Otters pregame show on the Otters Digital Network on YouTube Live. The Otters, they entered tonight's ballgame following a Friday night bout that ended 9-7 in favor of the G-Bears. They look for better fortunes tonight with a 6:45 first pitch. Before then, we will give you a recap of last night's action before previewing tonight's game between the Evansville Otters and Gateway Grizzlies. And then we will also go ahead and relay to you lineups ahead of first pitch tonight, scheduled for 6:45 p.m. at GCS Credit Union Ballpark in Sauget, Illinois, just on the east side of St. Louis. Last night was a fourth-inning grand slam for Riley Crane. That was the big blow for the Otters. However, it was not enough to overcome Gateway's 4 round trippers that they would crush last night. The Otters and Grizzlies, they meet overall for the third time this season and for their second matchup in Sauget. The series stands at 4-3 in Evansville's favor. For the last time these two clubs played, Gateway bested the Otters, taking 2 of 3 over 4th of July weekend at GCS Credit Union Ballpark. The Otters hand the ball off tonight to southpaw and rookie Braden Scott. He enters with a 2-2 record, a .375 earned run average. The former Hoosier makes his first appearance against the Gateway Grizzlies tonight. Elijah Mcnamee and Riley Crane will lead the charge on the offensive front. Mcnamee enters play 5th in the league in hitting with a .344 batting average, and Crane stands in 3rd place in the Frontier League's Ribby race with 45 runs driven home. We will step aside briefly. The Evansville Otters Digital Network, the Evansville Otters pregame show, and when we return, recap of last night's action before looking at lineups at a first pitch once more scheduled for 6:45 tonight here in Sauget, Illinois. You're listening to the Otters Digital Network, the Evansville Otters pregame show on YouTube Live.
Centerpoint Energy's newest generation of safe, efficient energy includes capturing and harnessing the natural power of pure sunshine. We are increasing solar in our balanced and reliable energy mix as we power our region with more clean, renewable energy. We're bringing a little piece of the sun to every home and business while reducing carbon emissions and helping create a cleaner environment. It's just a little something for your smart energy future.
Getting ready and keeping fit for baseball season is hard work. That's why you'll find Evan at Bob's Gym. Getting fit, having fun, being an Otter. Be like Evan. Try a free 3-day pass at Bob's.
Welcome back to the Evansville Otters pregame show, the Otters Digital Network on YouTube Live. The Evansville Otters getting ready to square off against their West Division foes, the Gateway Grizzlies, tonight 6:45 from GCS Credit Union Ballpark in Sauget, Illinois. Last night, it was an offensive slugfest, and the Gateway Grizzlies capitalized on 4 long balls to take the series opener against the Evansville Otters by a 9-7 final. The Otters, they took an early lead in the top of the second when Evansville loaded the bases for Jose Pujols, who plated Andretti Cordero from third with a sacrifice fly to right. Gateway responded swiftly in the second when Jordan Rathbone belted his first pro ball home run to right center field, a 3-run shot that scored Abiel Diaz, who had reached via a base on balls, and Connor Owings, who had singled ahead of Rathbone. In the top of the third, the Otters would respond to regain the lead. After Miles Gordon led off the inning with a single, Elijah Mcnamee was hit by a pitch. J.R. Davis followed the Mcnamee plate appearance by drawing a walk ahead of Riley Crane. With the bases loaded, Crane smashed a lead-changing grand slam to right center for his 8th home run of the season. Evansville then took a 5-3 lead. Gateway proved anxious to leave the Otters with the lead, clubbing their second 3-run homer in consecutive innings to regain the advantage as Jose Rosario cleared the left field wall at GCS Credit Union Ballpark with a line drive belted blast. Gateway then led 6-5. Dustin Woodcock, he got into the home run derby in the bottom of the fourth when he crushed a 2-run blow to right that extended Gateway's lead to 8-5. Evansville would load the bases in the top of the fifth before cutting the Grizzlies' lead down to 2 as Cordero hit into a 5-3 double play that scored Elijah Mcnamee from third. Evansville then trailed 8-6. The Otters clawed within 1 in the top of the sixth inning as Andrew Penner scored from third on an infield single hit by Miles Gordon that led to a throwing error from the Grizzlies shortstop Abdiel Diaz. Evansville drew within 1, exiting the top of the sixth with an 8-7 deficit. Jacob Bowles would relieve Austin Gossman to begin the home half of the sixth, and Dustin Woodcock met him with the bases empty and 1 out, hitting his second homer of the day, pushing Gateway's lead to 9-7, which would serve as the final. Bowles would toss a scoreless seventh inning to be followed by Samson Abernathy, who fired a 1-2-3-8. Otters starter Austin Gossman moved to 2-4 on the season when he took the loss, while Jordan Barrett, the southpaw starter for the Gateway Grizzlies, improved his record to 3-4 with the win. Jeff Bramblett earned his 7th save of the season for Gateway. Tonight, the Otters will be sending their left-hander, Braden Scott, to the mound. He'll be squaring off against Matt Mulhern, making the first home start of his Gateway Grizzly and professional career tonight. First pitch scheduled for 6:45. We'll be right back on the Evansville Otters Digital Network on YouTube Live when we return lineups ahead of first pitch at 6:45. Once again, you're listening to the Evansville Otters pregame show on the Otters Digital Network on YouTube Live.
We love our children and want them to be healthy. After all, a healthy child can make for a happy child. When you choose Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield, you have great doctors and great care to help your child stay healthy. And that is something to smile about. Choose Anthem to help keep your children healthy and happy. Enroll today. Call 1-800-403-0864. To learn more, visit www.anthem.com/inmedicaid.
Before you danced the first dance. Before you walked down the aisle. Before the tables were set with care. Before you penned a single invitation. Before the day that went beyond your wildest expectations. There was the little green box from Brinker's Jewelers for befores and happily ever afters.
Fix up your home with Heritage. Our home improvement financing options can help you change your home now and pay for it over time. Upgrade your home. Make home repairs. Remodel a kitchen. Build a new deck. Add a new room. Remodel your bath. Update appliances. Whether it's a small weekend project or a large renovation, Heritage Federal Credit Union can help you finance your improvements today. Fix up your home with Heritage.
Welcome back to Sauget, Illinois. You're listening to the Evansville Otters pregame show on the Otters Digital Network on YouTube Live. Getting ready for more Frontier League 2021 regular season baseball as the 30-20 and Evansville Otters, a game and a half back of the first place Florence Yalls in the West Division. They're going up against the 22-29 Gateway Grizzlies, who are 10 behind their fellow West Division rival Florence Yalls. We're going to go ahead and have a look here at some lineups getting ready for this first pitch scheduled for 6:45 at GCS Credit Union Ballpark. First, let's begin with the home team, the Gateway Grizzlies, Cameron Roth's 22-29 club. They will be going up against the Otters left-hander Braden Scott, and their lineup looks like this. Ty Moore will lead things off, playing over at first base and batting left-handed, to be followed by Abdiel Diaz, the switch-hitting shortstop for the Gateway Grizzlies. Andres Regno will catch for a back-to-back night, and he will hit third. Cleaning up will be Chase Vallo, the right-handed hitting designated hitter. And in the 5 spot, it's Jay Prater, who swings it from the left side and plays over in left field. Jose Rosario will hit 6th, play at second base. And then 7, 8, 9, it's Connor Owings, the left-handed hitting third baseman, Jordan Rathbone, the right fielder, and Dustin Woodcock, who homered twice last night. He's playing out in center field. He is also a left-handed hitter. Then, for Andy McCauley's Evansville Otters, they'll be going up against Matt Mulhern, the righty for the Gateway Grizzlies, making his second start of his professional career, his first at home. Their lineup looks like this. Miles Gordon will lead things off, swinging it from the left side. He's playing out in center field. And Andy DeJesus, the Otters switch-hitting shortstop of their own, he will hit second. J.R. Davis will be playing over at second base. He hits third. And cleaning up, DHing tonight, the left-handed hitting Riley Crane. Elijah Mcnamee, familiar spot for him in right field. He hits fifth. Dakota Phillips with Riley Crane DHing. He'll play over at first. He also swings it left-handed. He's batting sixth. Andredi Cordero plays over the hot corner for the Otters, and he is in the seventh spot. Michael Gangwish will catch behind home plate and receive pitches from Braden Scott. He's hitting in the eighth spot. He swings it left-handed as well, just like Dakota Phillips. Andrew Penner will round out the order. The Otters left fielder batting number 9th overall, and there are your lineups ahead of this one. Once again, 6:45 our scheduled first pitch as the Otters enter play a game and a half back of the Florence Yalls in the West Division standings. The Grizzlies are 10 back, and the Southern Illinois Miners sit in third, 5 games behind the Yalls. On your math score sheet, that's 3.5 back of the Evansville Otters. There's some other ball games going on tonight. We'll go ahead and take a look at those real quick just to preview them for you. The Schaumburg Boomers are in a rain delay and leading the Lake Erie Crushers 2-0 in Schaumburg. The Sussex County Miners are taking on the New Jersey Jackals at Skyland Stadium in Sussex County. The Windy City Thunderbolts have traveled to Marion to go up against the Southern Illinois Miners. The New York Boulders host the Washington Wild Things at Palisades Credit Union Park. The Florence Yalls host the Joliet Slammers. Those two clubs tied at 6 right now in the top of the third. Keeping a close eye on that one as the race for the Frontier League's West Division heats up. And last but not least, the Tri-City Valley Cats host Équipe Quebec at Joseph L. Bruno Stadium in the Atlantic Division of the Frontier League's, what would you call that? Yeah, that's the Can-Am Conference. There you have it. All right, that's a look around the league, and we have more Frontier League 2021 regular season baseball coming up for you here at GCS Credit Union Ballpark. We'll be right back with first pitch. You're listening to the Otters Digital Network on YouTube Live.
Fix up your home with Heritage. Our home improvement financing options can help you change your home now and pay for it over time. Upgrade your home. Make home repairs. Remodel a kitchen. Build a new deck. Add a new room. Remodel your bath. Update appliances. Whether it's a small weekend project or a large renovation, Heritage Federal Credit Union can help you finance your improvements today. Fix up your home with Heritage.
Cheer up, Evan. This rain will be out soon. You should download the 14 First Alert app and see for yourself. You can see what's coming up to 7 days in advance, or you can break it down hour by hour. Check out live radar so you can see what's happening in real time. And you can watch 14 News live directly from the app. See, there's nothing to worry about.
Stay in the game with the 14 First Alert app.
If you're looking for a liquor store in Evansville, look no further than Liquor Locker. The Liquor Locker has the best selection at the best prices, including the largest craft beer and bourbon selection in the area. Our friendly and knowledgeable staff will help you find the beer, wine, and liquor you need for any occasion. And check out the fine selection of cigars at all Liquor Locker stores. Liquor Locker is now open Sundays 12 to 8 p.m. and offers citywide delivery. Visit one of our 10 conveniently located stores in the Evansville area today. There is always something for everyone at the Liquor Locker.
You live by what's right. It's part of who you are and what drives you to always do more, to give more. At Old National, we get it. We're the bank built on integrity and community. The bank named the world's most ethical company for the last 10 years. The bank that focuses on your financial goals every day, because your success is everything. And that's why we're here. You live by what's right. And at Old National, we bank by it. Find us at oldnational.com/locations. Member FDIC.
Centerpoint Energy's newest generation of safe, efficient energy includes capturing and harnessing the natural power of pure sunshine. We are increasing solar in our balanced and reliable energy mix as we power our region with more clean, renewable energy. We're bringing a little piece of the sun to every home and business while reducing carbon emissions and helping create a cleaner environment. It's just a little something for your smart energy future.
Welcome back to GCS Credit Union Ballpark. The Evansville Otters set to square off against the Gateway Grizzlies following a phenomenal rendition of our Star Spangled Banner by a post-game concert group, or at least the frontman for it. Euforo will be playing after the game here at GCS Credit Union Ballpark on the eastern banks of the Mississippi River, and we are just about set for baseball. My name is Ryan Brown. Evansville Otters, they are looking to even the series at one game apiece, and they hope that they will have better fortunes after they dropped a close one last night. Just a couple of runs managed to be the difference, and unfortunately, they were outslugged in the home run totals. A total of 9 runs for the Gateway Grizzlies on 4 homers. But they will have the opportunity to get out to a hot start with their own bats as they turn to a lineup that was able to put up 7 runs last night for the 14th time this season after just playing their 50th game. On the mound for the Gateway Grizzlies, it will be Matt Mulhern, who sports an 0-0 record, making his second appearance of his big league career. His first time out, he went 5 innings, giving up just 1 run on 4 hits while striking out 4 batters and walking 2. He goes up against an Otters lineup that looks a little bit like this: Miles Gordon, Andy DeJesus, and J.R. Davis at 1, 2, and 3. Heart of the order will be Riley Crane, Elijah Mcnamee, and Dakota Phillips. And 7, 8, 9, Andretti Cordero, Michael Gangush, and Andrew Penner. Here comes the first pitch. It misses just off the plate. 1-0, 91 degrees and sunny in Sauget, Illinois. Kevin Wilkie, he calls balls and strikes. Mike Weinstein's over at first. The 1-0 off-speed pitch misses just off the plate as well. Gordon jumps ahead 2-0, and Matt Schofert, he is over at third. There's your umpiring crew. The 2-0 misses low and away. Gordon, he was on base twice last night, went 1 for 4 with a walk. He is 1 wild one away from reaching first base here to lead off the ball game. 3-0, that's above the letters. And what do you know? You couldn't draw it up any better. Miles Gordon is aboard to lead off the ball game following the 4-pitch walk. Defensive alignment for the Gateway Grizzlies. Jay Prathers in left, Dustin Woodcock in center, and Jordan Rathbone in right. Around the horn, it's Connor Owings, Abdiel Diaz, Jose Rosario, and Ty Moore. And catching Matt Mulhern is Andres Regno. Andy DeJesus, the former ISU Sycamore. For the first pitch, Miles Gordon will dive back safely. Former ISU Sycamore hoping that he can help set the table for the middle of the order. Maybe the Otters can scratch off a few runs and give Braden Scott an early lead. Oh, here's a pickoff attempt that almost gets Miles Gordon. And the throw might have beat him to the bag, but the tag did not, according to first base umpire Mike Weinstein. Andy DeJesus collected a base hit. Last night went 1 for 3. And there's a strike to DeJesus. Right around the knees, DeJesus was 1 for 3 with a walk, had a base hit back in the 6th inning that led off a run-scoring frame for Evansville. Another throw over. Again, Gordon. He's able to dive back just in time. Gordon, who leads the club in stolen bases. Total of 17. Right behind him, though, is Andy DeJesus with 12. The 0-1 misses outside. Throw behind the runner. Miles Gordon back standing as he lunges with his left foot toward the bag. He had taken a couple of aggressive steps off of first, broke down the would-be steal attempt, and headed back to the bag as Andres Regno fired toward first baseman Ty Moore. Once more, a throw, and once more, Gordon back safely. Matt Mulhern, former Webster University product, former Webster University Gorlock, who play their home games right here at GCS Credit Union Ballpark, so he knows the yard well, you could say. 1-1 off the outer edge. DeJesus in a good hitter's count now, 2 balls and a strike. DeJesus, he was dropped down to 7th in the order last night, back in the 2 spot today. DeJesus comes in with a .315 batting average, 18 ribbies, 1 home run to his credit. The 2-1 is a high chopper, foul of first. DeJesus, the Otters switch hitter. Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic native. Facing Matt Mulhern. Another throw over here. Of Chicago, Illinois. Here comes the 2-2. A wave and a miss at strike 3. And there is 1 out in the top of the first. It was a couple of scoreless frames traded between these 2 clubs to start things off. Both teams went silently in the first inning, and then the offense exploded. Innings 2 through 4. Combined total of 8 plus 5 runs. That makes 13. First pitch to J.R. Davis. Fouled off to the right, out of play. Davis second on the club in batting average among qualified players, .328 for him. Gordon dives back to the bag safely. The speed threat of Miles Gordon clearly drawing some of the attention of Matt Mulhern and the Grizzlies, who wear their aqua blue jersey tops, Otters in the road grays with the blue accents. Once more a throw over here, and Miles Gordon. Tough to steal a bag when they're paying a lot of attention to you. At some point, you might just have to guess. Here comes the 0-1. Starts off, breaks it down. There's a fly ball, or I should say shallow pop. It's the second baseman, Jose Rosario, out a few steps onto the outfield turf and makes the catch for out number 2. Riley Crane hit a grand slam last night. His first granny of the season. First pitch misses out, 1-0. Not that that's all that surprising that you might only hit 1 or 2 grand slams, but the Otters have already hit a few this year, as the 1-0 misses thrown away. Crane's grand slam in the top of the third was the third clubbed by the Otters this year. Dakota Phillips and J.R. Davis are the 2 other Evansville ball players who have clubbed grannies. 2-0. There's a strike on the inside part of the plate to Crane. 2-1. Crane, 9 home runs on the season. That's a club best. Puts him top 10 in the Frontier League. 45 ribbies is good for third best among Frontier Leaguers. The 2-1 misses away. A throw over, and Gordon just able to dive back safely. You like to see the aggressive lead. It's a great thing. As long as you don't get picked off, inch could be the difference. The runner goes. Pitch to Riley Crane is pulled foul of first. Now Gordon will be off on the pitch, no matter what. 3-2 count on Crane. Gordon at first, 2 out in the top of the first. Another throw over. Gordon, he is really testing out the front of his uniform. See how it will hold up against the turf. Or I should say, it's Matt Mulhern really testing it. Now the payoff pitch. And here's a high pop. Let's call it a fly ball this time. A little bit down the right field line. It's the second baseman, Jose Rosario, just in foul territory, who grabs it for the final out of the Otters half of the first. Evansville goes down scoreless, though Miles Gordon was able to reach on the leadoff hit. Matt Mulhern able to work out of trouble and get the next 3 in a row. Braden Scott will take the hill for the Otters in the bottom of the first. Evansville nothing. Gateway coming to bat here at GCS Credit Union Ballpark in Gateway, Illinois. This is the Otters Digital Network on YouTube Live.
Centerpoint Energy's newest generation of safe, efficient energy includes capturing and harnessing the natural power of pure sunshine. We are increasing solar in our balanced and reliable energy mix as we power our region with more clean, renewable energy. We're bringing a little piece of the sun to every home and business while reducing carbon emissions and helping create a cleaner environment. It's just a little something for your smart energy future.
Getting ready and keeping fit for baseball season is hard work. That's why you'll find Evan at Bob's Gym. Getting fit, having fun, being an Otter. Be like Evan. Try a free 3-day pass at Bob's.
We love our children and want them to be healthy. After all, a healthy child can make for a happy child. When you choose Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield, you have great doctors and great care to help your child stay healthy. And that is something to smile about. Choose Anthem to help keep your children healthy and happy. Enroll today. Call 1-800-403-0864. To learn more, visit www.anthem.com/inmedicaid.
Bottom of the first inning from GCS Credit Union Ballpark. 0-0 to score. Matt Mulhern able to turn away the Otters scoreless, that is. At the top of the first inning, former IU Hoosier Braden Scott will look to follow Mulhern with an equally impressive inning as he takes the hill in the bottom of the first inning. He faces Ty Moore to start things off. First pitch to Moore. It's a called strike in the outside part of the plate, 0-1. Ty Moore, Abdiel Diaz, Andres Regno, 1, 2, and 3 for the Grizzlies. Going up against Braden Scott, the 2-2 record, the 3.76 earned run average in his sixth start. 0-1 is a wave for foul tip into the catcher Michael Gangwish's glove. 0-2 on the breaking pitch from Scott. Ty Moore, the former 12th round draft pick back in 2015, flies it out toward right center field. Miles Gordon giving chase into the gap. He makes the catch, crossing into the shadow, out in right center field, approaching the warning track for the first out of Braden Scott's ball game. Abdiel Diaz will bat next. Against Scott, 28 strikeouts, 26 1/3 innings of work. Make that 2/3 now. 24 hits allowed and 9 walks issued. The wind, the first pitch from Scott. And there's a strike on the outside part of the plate, 0-1. Now the 0-1. That also goes for a strike, 0-2. Here's a high pop, right side of the infield. J.R. Davis coming in, and he two-hands it for the second out. Braden Scott working efficiently. Now an out away from a 1-2-3 first inning. Andres Regno will stand in. Regno, who had served as a really dangerous out against the Otters when they last played over 4th of July weekend. First pitch breaking ball has Regno swinging over the top of it, 0-1. Last night, relatively kept at bay, 1 for 4, just a single in the third inning. They go back to the curveball from Braden Scott, and Andres Regno looks a little lost at the plate, 0-2, now the count on him. Scott looking for the 1-2-3 first. The 0-2, wave and a miss for strike 3. There it is. He's able to get the top of the Gateway Grizzlies order and set them down 1, 2, and 3. We head to the top of the second inning. 0-0 our score. You're listening to the Otters Digital Network on YouTube Live.
Before you danced the first dance. Before you walked down the aisle. Before the tables were set with care. Before you penned a single invitation. Before the day that went beyond your wildest expectations. There was the little green box from Brinker's Jewelers for befores and happily ever afters.
Fix up your home with Heritage. Our home improvement financing options can help you change your home now and pay for it over time. Upgrade your home. Make home repairs. Remodel a kitchen. Build a new deck. Add a new room. Remodel your bath. Update appliances. Whether it's a small weekend project or a large renovation, Heritage Federal Credit Union can help you finance your improvements today. Fix up your home with Heritage.
Cheer up, Evan. This rain will be out soon. You should download the 14 First Alert app and see for yourself. You can see what's coming up to 7 days in advance, or you can break it down hour by hour. Check out live radar so you can see what's happening in real time. And you can watch 14 News live directly from the app. See, there's nothing to worry about.
Stay in the game with the 14 First Alert app.
Elijah Mcnamee will lead off the top of the second inning. Facing Matt Mulhern. 0-0 the score here at GCS Credit Union Ballpark. First pitch to Mcnamee is a called strike. He will be followed by Dakota Phillips and Andretti Cordero. 5, 6, and 7 for the Otters. They were able to get a leadoff base runner aboard in the top of the first, but not able to get him around to score. The 0-1-2 Mcnamee is pulled foul of third. Mulhern jumping ahead of Elijah Mcnamee, who enters play with the 5th best batting average in the Frontier League, getting .344. OPS at .970. 5 homers and 29 ribbies for the Otters right fielder. Here's the 0-2. Little breaking ball. Missed upstairs, started up there, stayed up there. Called a ball, 1-2. Mcnamee tracking the 1-2 low and in. Now the count even. It was in the top of the second inning yesterday that the Otters took a 1-0 lead. And the 2-2 is laced into right center field. That's a base hit for Mcnamee. He takes an aggressive turn around first, but as the center fielder Dustin Woodcock gets to it, no problem. He will break things down, head back to first, and there's the Otters' first hit of the ball game. Go ahead and make it the first hit for either side tonight. The Otters have a leadoff base runner now in back-to-back innings. We'll see if they can make something of it here. Dakota Phillips had a base hit last night. First pitch to him, outside part of the plate, 0-1. Phillips in the second inning put runners at first and second with his base knock. It was followed by Andy DeJesus drawing a base on balls. That loaded the bases. Jose Pujols, who did a sacrifice fly to right. That plated Cordero from third. And that was the first of 16 scored between both clubs. Here comes the 0-2 to Phillips. And he's able to just barely foul it off at the plate. Fighting off Matt Mulhern. He stays alive. Count remains 0-2. Somewhat germane when the count remains at whatever it was before a foul ball. Otters a game and a half back of the Florence Yalls entering play in the West Division standings, looking to get back into first, or at least improve their hot play, as the Florence Yalls will be coming to town, coming into Evansville this coming week. Tuesday to Thursday series at Bosse Field. Here comes another 0-2. And there's a ground ball to the right side and past the second baseman, Jose Rosario. Elijah Mcnamee will go first to third. Runners at the corners, nobody out. Back-to-back base hits lead off the second inning. Otters set up nicely now. Andredi Cordero was able to drive home a run last night, though he would not get credit for it on a 5-3 double play. Elijah Mcnamee stands at third with nobody out. And first pitch swinging. It's a shallow pop, shallow center field. Second baseman Rosario going back, turns his back toward home plate. And Elijah Mcnamee will try to draw at least a throw. And an unproductive out number one will keep Mcnamee at third, Phillips at first. Michael Gangwish, the Otters catcher, getting the start tonight. He will look to pick up his teammate and plate Mcnamee from third. Top of the second inning, 0-0 the score. Matt Mulhern facing Michael Gangwish. Making the fourth start of his American Pro career. First pitch to him, outside part of the plate, called a strike, 0-1. Gangwish 3 for his first 9 in the Frontier League. The 0-1 misses out. Count even. Gangwish got the start Wednesday at Windy City, when as the 1-1 misses outside. 2 for 3 in that one. Also had a bunt base hit and scored a run. The 2-1. Foul to the netting. Gangwish jumping out of the left-handed batter's box to tell himself to slow down the game. Wind blowing in from right center field. Mcnamee off third. Dakota Phillips off of first. Two-two. That runs in and misses behind Gangwish. A wild pitch will allow Dakota Phillips to advance to second, but a nice job by Andres Regno to keep it in front of him. Elijah Mcnamee cannot score from third, but more importantly, that puts a kibosh on a would-be double play. Looks like the infield will play in. An aggressive move here, to say the least. The 3-2. Misses high for ball 4. That will load the bases. Gangwish turns toward his dugout and slaps a big clapping high five toward his teammates before turning toward his bullpen, waving a towel in support on the first rung of the dugout is Jose Pujols. Otters looking to strike in the top of the second. Now it's Andrew Penner's turn. First pitch to him. Misses up and away. Andrew Penner, he was 1 for 3 last night with a double and a walk. Also scored a run. Bases full of Otters. 1-0. Breaking ball. Up and in this time. Now Penner jumps ahead. 2 balls and no strikes facing Matt Mulhern, who is in the thick of it now. Here comes the 2-0. And home plate umpire Kevin Wilkie says it misses just outside. Matt Mulhern, he is 1 ball away from walking home a run. 3-0. There's a strike. Mulhern, he's working very quickly. Mcnamee off third. Phillips off second. Gangwish off of first. There's a raft full of Otters on the infield. 3-1. And another take. Penner will have to stand for one more. Pitch called a strike by Kevin Wilkie. Now the bases juiced, 1 out. The full count offering. Able to fight it away to the right is Andrew Penner. Nothing score in the top of the second. One more, 3-2. And again, able to fight it off. The breaking pitch from Mulhern. Darting away, outside part of the plate, he hangs with it. Another full count offering. This one misses upstairs, and Andrew Penner draws a bases loaded walk that gives the Otters a 1-0 lead in the top of the second. Elijah Mcnamee will score from third, and everyone moves up 90 feet. Back-to-back walks for Matt Mulhern, and that will elicit a mound visit from Andres Regno, his catcher. Miles Gordon walked his first time up. Bats with the bases still loaded. 1 out. First pitch. Misses away. 1-0. Gordon spits on the first pitch change. Now the 1-0. Popped up foul, backing out of play. Inning began with a leadoff base hit by Elijah Mcnamee, followed the following AB by Dakota Phillips, who had a base hit himself. Now the 1-1. Underneath it once more, fouling it back and out of play is Gordon. Then Cordero would hit a high pop to shallow right center field, reined in by Jose Rosario, the second baseman. Michael Gangwish walked to load the bases, and then Andrew Penner, just now, bases loaded walk. 1-2, breaking ball. Foul tipped into the catcher Regno's glove. That's a big out number 2 for Mulhern and the Grizzlies. We'll see what Andy DeJesus can do. With 2 out and the bases loaded, DeJesus, a strikeout victim his first time. Mulhern just getting his second with the punch out of Gordon. First pitch, low and away. Ball 1. Andy DeJesus hitting .444 with runners in scoring position and 2 out through 18 at-bats. Here's a ground ball to the second baseman Rosario. That will get Mulhern out of the inning with limited damage, to say the least. The Otters, however, they are able to plate a run. Elijah Mcnamee from third as Andrew Penner draws the bases loaded, base on balls. We head to the bottom of the second inning. Otters with a 1-0 lead at GCS Credit Union Ballpark. It's deja vu all over again. You're listening to the Otters Digital Network on YouTube Live.
If you're looking for a liquor store in Evansville, look no further than Liquor Locker. The Liquor Locker has the best selection at the best prices, including the largest craft beer and bourbon selection in the area. Our friendly and knowledgeable staff will help you find the beer, wine, and liquor you need for any occasion. And check out the fine selection of cigars at all Liquor Locker stores. Liquor Locker is now open Sundays 12 to 8 p.m. and offers citywide delivery. Visit one of our 10 conveniently located stores in the Evansville area today. There is always something for everyone at the Liquor Locker.
Cheer up, Evan. This rain will be out soon. You should download the 14 First Alert app and see for yourself. You can see what's coming up to 7 days in advance, or you can break it down hour by hour. Check out live radar so you can see what's happening in real time. And you can watch 14 News live directly from the app. See, there's nothing to worry about.
Stay in the game with the 14 First Alert app.
Before you danced the first dance. Before you walked down the aisle. Before the tables were set with care. Before you penned a single invitation. Before the day that went beyond your wildest expectations. There was the little green box from Brinker's Jewelers for befores and happily ever afters.
Bottom of the second inning. First pitch to Chase Vallo. It's called striking the outside part of the plate. Braden Scott working with a 1-0 lead here in the bottom of inning number 2. Sauget, Illinois, eastern banks of the Mississippi River. Here on the east side of St. Louis, the 0-1 misses low and in. Vallo, the right-handed hitting DH, facing the southpaw Scott. 1-1 off speed, well out in front was Chase Vallo, who enters play with a .235 batting average, 5 home runs, 15 ribbies for the cleanup man. 1-2 breaking ball. That freezes Vallo. Back-to-back Ks for Braden Scott going back to the bottom of the first. 1 down here at the bottom of the second. Scott was able to strike out Andres Regno swinging to finish the Grizzlies' half of the first. 1, 2, and 3. He's retired the first 4 he's faced. Here comes Jay Prater. First pitch fastball up and in. Darting out of the way is Prater. Former University of North Florida product, playing in his first pro ball season, as is Braden Scott. 1-0, fights off a fastball, a little bit of a slap shot. Diving stop by DeJesus. Prater runs too well, though, to get him on the couple hoppered over to Dakota Phillips at the first base bag. An infield hit and tremendous effort from Andy DeJesus. The Grizzlies have their first base runner with 1 out in the home half of the second. Jose Rosario homered in the ballgame last night. First pitch looked like a slider or a cutter from Scott. Had a lot of movement. Rosario fought it off, fouling it to the right. Jay Prather over at first with one out. The 0-1 is grounded out to DeJesus. And a little bit of a bobble out of the glove, and the throw is wide of the first base bag once he realized he couldn't get two. Now, the E6 will put runners at first and second with one out. Scott had a tailor-made double play off the bat of Jose Rosario, and his defense will look to pick him up. Should they be given another opportunity? Connor Owings, left-handed hitting third baseman. He stands in after going 1 for 4 last night. First pitch, breaking ball. There's a called strike on the outside part of the plate. Scott jumps ahead, 0-1. So an infield single, an error on the shortstop, have put traffic on for Braden Scott to work around. 0-1, they go back to that good curve from Scott, and swinging through it is Connor Owings. He's down in the count, 0-2. Scott with the 0-2. They go back to the breaking pitch, and it's flying out toward left center. Giving it a long chase is Andrew Penner. On the track, he makes the catch. The versatile utility man for the Otters is able to range into that left center field gap and on the warning track make the catch and take away what could have been extra bases for Connor Owings. Andrew Penner. Since Bryce Denton landed on the injured list, he's been taking over matters in left. Proving that he can play just about anywhere. Now Jordan Rathbone also had a 3-run homer last night. Swings late at the fastball, 0-1. Penner making just his 8th start of the season with the Otters out in left field. His 18 other starts shared between the middle infield positions. Jordan Rathbone facing Scott. The 0-1 misses in. It was Rathbone who put the Grizzlies on the board first last night. A 3-run home run in the bottom of the second that gave his club a 3-1 lead. And what do you know, they're down by 1 with a couple on here. The 1-1 fastball called a strike about belt high, inner third. Scott a strike away from picking up his defense. Here's the 1-2. Fastball fouls it to the right toward the main concourse. Out of play. Runners at first and second, 2 out. 1-2 from Scott again. And it misses just outside, apparently. It might have frozen Rathbone. But home plate umpire Kevin Wilkie says the pitch misses, so the pitch misses. Now a 2-2. Breaking ball. There's a called third strike. 2 Ks in the inning for Braden Scott, and he works around a couple of base runners. We head to the top of the third. You're listening to the Otters Digital Network on YouTube Live. 1-0 in favor of Evansville.
Fix up your home with Heritage. Our home improvement financing options can help you change your home now and pay for it over time. Upgrade your home. Make home repairs. Remodel a kitchen. Build a new deck. Add a new room. Remodel your bath. Update appliances. Whether it's a small weekend project or a large renovation, Heritage Federal Credit Union can help you finance your improvements today. Fix up your home with Heritage.
Centerpoint Energy's newest generation of safe, efficient energy includes capturing and harnessing the natural power of pure sunshine. We are increasing solar in our balanced and reliable energy mix as we power our region with more clean, renewable energy. We're bringing a little piece of the sun to every home and business while reducing carbon emissions and helping create a cleaner environment. It's just a little something for your smart energy future.
Getting ready and keeping fit for baseball season is hard work. That's why you'll find Evan at Bob's Gym. Getting fit, having fun, being an Otter. Be like Evan. Try a free 3-day pass at Bob's.
First pitch to J.R. Davis misses inside on the top of the third inning. 1-0 the score. 1-0 now the count on the Otters' number 3 batter and second baseman Davis. Little broken bat ground ball. One hopper for Abdiel Diaz at short. Throws across to Ty Moore, completing the 6-3 ground ball for out number 1. Matt Mulhern on the mound. Otters with a 1-0 lead. Mulhern able to strand 3 in his last frame after giving up 2 base hits and walking 2 batters. Only tagged for the 1 run. Could have been worse. Now Riley Crane. Popped out to second his first time up. First pitch to the former Washburn University Ichabod. Misses outside. 1-0. Mulhern, 5-year pitcher for the Webster University Gorlocks. Here in St. Louis as the 1-0 is pulled foul of first. His post-COVID season, as the 1-1 is grounded as a fair ball to Ty Moore, just inside the first base bag. He takes it there himself for out number 2. Matt Mulhern compiled an eye-popping 12-1 record with a .90 earned run average. 13 starts for the former Gorlock, 100 innings of work, 137 strikeouts to, get this, just 10 walks. Wowie. Now there are 2 gone. Elijah Mcnamee's 1 for 1. First pitch swinging. Popped up, backing out of play. Mcnamee last year with the club led the Otters with a .309 batting average. The 0-1, I should say, is another chopper towards short. Abdiel Diaz has it, and for the second time in the inning, will throw into Ty Moore, this time for the final out. It's a 1-2-3 frame in the top of the third for Matt Mulhern. It's a 1-0 lead still for Evansville. You're listening to the Otters Digital Network on YouTube Live.
You live by what's right. It's part of who you are and what drives you to always do more, to give more. At Old National, we get it. We're the bank built on integrity and community. The bank named a world's most ethical company for the last 10 years. The bank that focuses on your financial goals every day. Because your success is everything. And that's why we're here. You live by what's right. And at Old National, we bank by it. Find us at oldnational.com/locations. Member FDIC.
If you're looking for a liquor store in Evansville, look no further than Liquor Locker. The Liquor Locker has the best selection at the best prices, including the largest craft beer and bourbon selection in the area. Our friendly and knowledgeable staff will help you find the beer, wine, and liquor you need for any occasion. And check out the fine selection of cigars at all Liquor Locker stores. Liquor Locker is now open Sundays 12 to 8 p.m. and offers citywide delivery. Visit one of our 10 conveniently located stores in the Evansville area today. There is always something for everyone at the Liquor Locker.
Cheer up, Evan. This rain will be out soon. You should download the 14 First Alert app and see for yourself. You can see what's coming up to 7 days in advance, or you can break it down hour by hour. Check out live radar so you can see what's happening in real time. And you can watch 14 News live directly from the app. See, there's nothing to worry about.
Stay in the game with the 14 First Alert app.
Bottom of the third, Otters with a 1-0 lead. Braden Scott on the hill facing the left-handed hitter, Dustin Woodcock. First pitch breaking ball misses up and into the man who left the ballpark twice last night. And what do I mean by leaving the yard? Well, I mean really leaving the whole ballpark. There is a tall wall behind the short berm and right that Dustin Woodcock managed to clear twice an evening ago. 1-0. They go back to the breaking ball. He swings through it, 1-1. Woodcock accounted for 2 of the Grizzlies' 4 homers, 3 of their 9 runs. 1-1 fastball outside part of the plate for a strike. 1-2 now. Good way to try and keep Dustin Woodcock in the ballpark is to jump ahead, and that is what Braden Scott has just done. Couple of breaking balls, then the fastball. You can go just about anywhere from here. I'm going to guess out of the strike zone, though. 1-2. I was wrong. Fastball up and in. Fouled off to the left and out of play. Woodcock, the Jacksonville, Illinois native. Attended Southern Illinois University at Edwardsville back in 2019. 1-2, another fastball right on it is Woodcock. He fouls it back to the netting. They'll do another 1-2. Woodcock, Ty Moore, and Abdiel Diaz, 9, 1, and 2, due up in the order for the Grizzlies. They were able to get a couple men aboard in the bottom of the second on a base hit and the first error of the ball game, but Braden Scott able to work out of trouble. 1-2, breaker. Fly ball toward the line in left, hooking, and just out of play. Grassy knoll behind the left field line. As the ballpark protrudes. Wait a minute, protrudes? Protrusion. Protrudes. It's protrudes, isn't it? What do you think? I think it's protrudes, don't you? Yeah, it's protrudes. The 1-2 again. And the fastball misses just off the plate. Michael Gangwish had popped out of the crouch to throw around the horn. No dice. This is home plate umpire Kevin Wilkie. Now the count draws even on Woodcock. Here's the 2-2. Back to the fastball. Ground ball, right side. Davis over behind the bag. The throw is good. Hey, there's a nice play from J.R. Davis. Backhanding the ball and throwing on the run with his weight taking him toward left field. He throws on to Dakota Phillips, and it was a strike. And he gets Dustin Woodcock by half a step. 4-3, the ground ball. Go ahead and put a little asterisk by it. Ty Moore will stand in with 1 out and nobody aboard. Ty Moore, formerly of Mater Dei High School. Now, I know what you're thinking, but no, not the same one. This Mater Dei High School out in Santa Ana, California, as opposed to the Mater Dei High School of Evansville, Indiana. The 1-0. There's another fastball. It misses low and away off the catcher's mitt of Michael Gangwish. Back to the backstop. 2-0. Nobody's aboard, so does it really matter? What difference does it make at this point, you might ask? The 2-0. Fastball belt high. Might have been off the plate. Mike Gangwish looked like he liked it. Giving Scott a couple of claps as he tossed the ball back. Now the 3-0. There's a strike about thigh high on Ty Moore. Scott gets back into the count, 3-1. Misses just low and away. They tried to keep just about everything away to Ty Moore. He, however, draws a one-out walk. First issued by Braden Scott in this one. Abdiel Diaz, he popped out to J.R. Davis his first time up. Going up against the former left-handed specialist for the IU Hoosiers of the Big Ten, Braden Scott. First pitch fastball. That's in there for strikes as home plate umpire Kevin Wilkie. Abdiel Diaz playing in his first pro season out of Tabor College. The 0-1. Breaking ball perfectly placed. Backdoors it into the strike zone. Now he's ahead of Abdiel Diaz, 0-2. Scott looking for the strikeout or the double play. Fastball grounded to Cordero, and it looked like he thought it was out of the glove. Charging in, playing it off to his left, but Cordero found the glove in there. It was that last split-second look underneath his glove that forced him to go to first, but he is able to get the out as Diaz is retired on a 5-3 ground ball. There are two down as Ty Moore advances to second. Probably the second double play ball rolled by Scott that not able to turn two. Now it's Andres Regno. Breaking pitch. Flies out of the hand a bit there. Stays outside, 1-0. Regno struck out his first time against Scott. First of 3 Ks to this point. For the Indiana native. 1-0, breaking ball, and Regno swings well through it. Pulling off a bit on the swing. Now it's 1-1 on the Grizzlies catcher. Back-to-back innings. Grizzlies putting a man in scoring position. 1-1. That misses inside. Regno ahead, 2 balls and a strike. Regno, the former teammate of Christopher Pujols with the Kingsport Mets back in 2019. Kingsport, also a place where Matt Mulhern has pitched. As the 2-1, a lot of break on the curve, but not enough to find the strike zone. 3 balls and a strike. Matt Mulhern, well, he pitched at Kingsport this summer. But a Kingsport team that has since lost its affiliation. 3-1, fastball, high chopper, charging is Cordero. The throw on the run will get Regno, who was, let's call it a light jog out of the batter's box for the final out of the inning. we head to the top of inning number 4, 1-0. The Otters with the lead. You're listening to the Otters Digital Network on YouTube Live.
You live by what's right. It's part of who you are and what drives you to always do more, to give more. At Old National, we get it. We're the bank built on integrity and community. The bank named a world's most ethical company for the last 10 years. The bank that focuses on your financial goals every day. Because your success is everything. And that's why we're here. You live by what's right. And at Old National, we bank by it. Find us at oldnational.com/locations. Member FDIC.
If you're looking for a liquor store in Evansville, look no further than Liquor Locker. The Liquor Locker has the best selection at the best prices, including the largest craft beer and bourbon selection in the area. Our friendly and knowledgeable staff will help you find the beer, wine, and liquor you need for any occasion. And check out the fine selection of cigars at all Liquor Locker stores. Liquor Locker is now open Sundays 12 to 8 p.m. and offers citywide delivery. Visit one of our 10 conveniently located stores in the Evansville area today. There is always something for everyone at the Liquor Locker.
Dakota Phillips, Andredi Cordero, and Michael Gangwish, 6, 7, and 8 for the Otters in the top of the 4th inning. They've got a 1-0 lead. Phillips, 1 for 1, singled his first time up, facing Matt Mulhern, who's able to pitch a 1-2-3. Otters half of the 3rd. First pitch misses outside to Phillips, 1-0. Comes in with a batting average of .278, 7 home runs, 32 ribbies. And here's a ground ball to the second baseman, who's playing in shallow right, Jose Rosario. Throw on to first, 1 down. Now Andredi Cordero popped out his first time, looking for better luck here. First pitch misses up and away. 1-0 on the Otters' third baseman, Cordero. And he's able to slap this the other way for a base hit through the right side of the infield. Andredi Cordero aboard with his first hit of the day. Now a little 3-game hitting streak for him. It brings up Michael Gangwish, who drew a free pass his last time up that loaded the bases for Andrew Penner. That's with Cordero at first, 1 out, first pitch. This is low below the knees, 1-0. Michael Gangwish, the Albuquerque, New Mexico native. The 1-0, he skies to the left out of play. Played in 2 games here at Gateway over the 4th of July weekend, making his American professional debut. After playing Australian Winter League ball, here's a 1-1 comebacker toward the mound, tipped off the glove of the pitcher Mulhern, but the second baseman Rosario able to charge in, pick up his pitcher, make a fine play to retire Gangwish. There are 2 down. Now it's Andrew Penner, runner in scoring position, 2 out. First pitch to him. Looks like he's trying to slap it the other way. He fouls it back to the right, out of play. Penner, who walked in the first run of the ball game as he takes a breaking ball that misses high, 1-1. The 1-ball, 1-strike pitch to Penner, and that's a line drive, and it will fall. And it leaps over the head of the left fielder, Jay Prather. This will score a run. Andrew Penner picks up Andretti Cordero from second. It's an RBI double for him as the left fielder Prather had misjudged the hard turf at GCS Credit Union Ballpark. The liner fell right in front of him and leapt over his head, rolled to the wall. And that will plate the Otters' second run. They lead it 2-0 in the top of the fourth. First pitch to Miles Gordon is in there for a strike, 0-1. Penner at second, 2 out, 2-0 the score. And the 0-1. That misses above the letters to Gordon. 1 ball and 1 strike to the Otters center fielder. Reach base via a walk back in the first. 2-0. Right at the belt for a strike, 2-1. Hitters count for Gordon, the 2-1. And out towards center field. It'll carry just a bit too much. Dustin Woodcock makes the catch for the final out of Evansville's half of the fourth. However, they take a 2-0 lead now. Or extended, I should say, as Andretti Cordero scores from second on a 2-out double from Andrew Penner. You're listening to the Otters Digital Network on YouTube Live. Otters with a 2-0 lead here at GCS Credit Union Ballpark.
Centerpoint Energy's newest generation of safe, efficient energy includes capturing and harnessing the natural power of pure sunshine. We are increasing solar in our balanced and reliable energy mix as we power our region with more clean, renewable energy. We're bringing a little piece of the sun to every home and business while reducing carbon emissions and helping create a cleaner environment. It's just a little something for your smart energy future. Centerpoint Energy's newest generation of safe, efficient energy includes capturing and harnessing the natural power of pure sunshine. We are increasing solar in our balanced and reliable energy mix as we power our region with more clean, renewable energy. We're bringing a little piece of the sun to every home and business while reducing carbon emissions and helping create a cleaner environment. It's just a little something for your smart energy future.
Bottom of the fourth, Otters with a 2-0 lead. Braden Scott facing Chase Vallo to start the inning. First pitch breaking ball, offers at it, inside the bag at third. Bobbled by Cordero, the throw to first. Just a touch high, but no problem for Dakota Phillips. Nice recovery from Cordero. There's a 5-3 ground ball, the same that ended the third, to kick off the bottom of the fourth. Chase Vallo is 0 for 2 now, and Jay Prather, who's 1 for 1, will stand in. Jay Prather was out in left field when he misjudged a line drive off the bat of Andrew Penner. With the hard turf in the outfield, it bounced over his head, went to the wall, and That allowed Andredi Cordero to score the Otters' second run of the ballgame. First pitch is a called strike. Fastball to Prather, outside part of the plate. Prather has, to his credit, the lone hit recorded off Scott to this point tonight. And it was an infield single to the shortstop, Andy DeJesus. As the 0-1 misses outside, the 1-1 is there at the knees. Scott ahead on the Grizzlies left fielder. Here comes the 1-2. And Prather able to just foul it off, might have got a piece of his foot. He jumps out of the left-handed batter's box and starts to walk around the turf circle. Sun just starting to set. Bet you could catch it. Looking right through the gateway arch about now. Wind blowing in from, let's say, right center just a tad. Here comes the 1-2 once more. And able to hang with the fastball is Prather, fouling it back to the netting. Looked to be just above the letters, too close to take. Good job fighting it off by Prather. 1-2, breaking ball pulled toward Phillips at first. He calls off Braden Scott, heading toward the bag, and takes it for the second out. Couple of ground balls. Seems like Scott's got the ground ball pitch working. 4 consecutive batters he's gotten to ground out to the corners. Scott will now face Jose Rosario with 2 out and nobody on. The wind, the first pitch. And there's a fastball, backhanded deep in the hole by DeJesus. Sets his feet, fires and throws. And there's a 1-2-3 inning from Braden Scott with some help from a fine defensive play by Andy DeJesus to end the inning. We head to the top of the 5th. Evansville leading 2-0. You're listening to the Otters Digital Network on YouTube Live.
Cheer up, Evan. This rain will be out soon. You should download the 14 First Alert app and see for yourself. You can see what's coming up to 7 days in advance, or you can break it down hour by hour. Check out live radar so you can see what's happening in real time. And you can watch 14 News live directly from the app. See, there's nothing to worry about.
Stay in the game with the 14 First Alert app.
Getting ready and keeping fit for baseball season is hard work. That's why you'll find Evan at Bob's Gym.
You live by what's right. It's part of who you are and what drives you to always do more, to give more. At Old National, we get it. We're the bank built on integrity and
Getting
community.
fit,
The bank
having
named the world's
fun,
most
being
ethical
an
company for
otter.
the last
Be
10
like
years.
Evan. Try
The
a
bank that
free 3-day pass at Bob's.
You live by what's right. It's part of who you are and what drives you to always do more, to give more. At Old National, we get it. We're the bank built on integrity and community. The bank named the world's most ethical company for the last 10 years. The bank that focuses on your financial goals every day. Because your success is everything. And that's why we're here. You live by what's right. And at Old National, we bank by it.
Top 5
Find us at
Otters maintain their
oldnational.com/locations.
2-0 lead
Member
thanks to
FDIC.
Braden Scott, who just keeps dealing. Andy DeJesus, first pitch to him. Fouls it back to the left. Looks like it might have clobbered onto the second deck here at GCS Credit Union Ballpark. Going up against Matt Mulhern for the 3rd time tonight. DeJesus, so far, he's 0 for 2. Looking to see if maybe a 3rd time through the order might be when the Otters really break through. They have 4 hits through the first 4 innings and a couple of runs, both driven home by Andrew Penner. The 1-1, another foul ball off to the left and out of play. Jesus falls behind 1-2. Want to remind you that you can take a look at all the Evansville Otters action by following along on Facebook and on Twitter. Facebook account, just go ahead and type in, take a look at Evansville Otters Facebook. And here comes the 1-2 off speed pitch, floats upstairs. Now 2-2 on the Otters shortstop. And on Twitter, type in @ Eville Otters. The 2-2. Oh, just a little hand-fighting job out toward left, and it's going to bounce right onto the Gateway Grizzlies bullpen as Jay Prather, the left fielder, had a long look, and he was not going to be able to get there in time. Don't know if any of the bullpen guys out there for the Grizzlies. The Grizzly Den out there. Don't know if any of them made any particular kind of nice grab. Does look like there's some chit-chat going on behind the left field line about it right now. De Jesus set back in the batter's box, ready for another 2-2. Here it comes. And a fastball is taken out towards straightaway center. Dustin Woodcock underneath, maybe a couple of steps to his right, makes the catch for the first out of the 5th. GCS Credit Union Ballpark, eastern shore of the Mississippi River. Brian Brown with you. Otters wrapping up a 6-game road trip with this series. So far, 2-2 on the roadie. J.R. Davis takes a strike, 0-1. Here in the top of the 5th inning with a 2-0 lead. Both runs driven in by Andrew Penner. He had a bases loaded walk in the 2nd inning as the 0-1 slider misses out. And also a 2-out double in the 4th. Here comes the 1-1. Looks like he went back to that slider. It darts low and away. Davis, the veteran bat, now ahead, 2 balls, 1 strike. Up and in. Ooh, almost got a piece of his knuckles. He's able to bend out of the way. He's ahead of Mulhern, 3-1. Mulhern shakes off Regno, has the sign he likes, comes set and deals. Fouling off to the right and out of play is Davis. That will load up the count. Davis 0 for 2. Grounded out to short his last time up. Here's the 3-2. And just fighting to stay alive. Davis able to short arm a fastball on the outside part of the plate and foul it off to the right out of play. Looking down, here comes the 3-2. It's grounded to the left side, backhanded by the shortstop Diaz. Long throw, and in time to get Davis at the bag, says first base umpire Mike Weinstein. Nice play by Diaz deep in the hole to get Davis by half a step. 2 down on the top of the 5th. Shaping up to be a different ball game here in the second matchup of the series. First pitch to Riley Crane, misses low, 1-0. Slugfest last night. 5 home runs between both sides. Crane had one of those as he rips this foul down the right field line. He had a grand slam in the Otters half of the 3rd. However, the Grizzlies managed to score 9 on 4 homers. First time the Otters had given up 4 home runs as the 1-1 misses out. Curveball doesn't find the strike zone since June 5th against the Schaumburg Boomers in the Windy City. 2-1 is ripped to the right side. Oh, backhanded by the second baseman deep in the shift. However, playing in shallow right field, by the time he's able to get the throw off, he will not be able to beat Riley Crane, who does run pretty well out of that left-handed batter's box. He's aboard with, do you call that an infield single? Technically you do to the second baseman, but pretty funny. He's playing out in shallow right field. 2-out base hit for Riley Crane. Cam Roth is going to come out of the Grizzlies dugout. Gateway skipper. Have a chat with his rookie right-hander. Two out in the top of the fifth inning. Elijah Mcnamee getting ready to bat. Mcnamee 1 for 2. That base hit extended his season-high hitting streak to 12 games. Closing in on what is a team high this season. Dakota Phillips had a 15-gamer earlier in the year. Phillips also had an on-base streak of 17 games that was exceeded by Elijah Mcnamee's 20. First pitch to Elijah Mcnamee here in the top of the fifth. Runner at first and 2 out. This is low. 1-0. Mcnamee right now, he's riding a 13-gamer on base streak, that is. 1-0 fastball, grounded and sliding stop by the shortstop. Diaz goes the short way to second, and the safe call there by the third base umpire, Matt Schofert. Jose Rosario at the second base bag thought he had him. It goes as a base hit for Elijah Mcnamee. Runners at first and second. Dakota Phillips is 1 for 2. That short porch and right. The left-handed hitting Phillips could try to blow this one right open. First pitch to him. Off the plate, 1-0. Phillips, his second year with the Otters, facing Mulhern, his first big league season. Here's a short hop to the second baseman, Jose Rosario. Once again, he's in shallow right, and the shift might have taken away a base hit there for Dakota Phillips. It's a 2-0 ball game. We're halfway home, bottom of the fifth, on its way. You're listening to the Otters Digital Network on YouTube Live.
Getting ready and keeping fit for baseball season is hard work. That's why you'll find Evan at Bob's Gym. Getting fit, having fun, being an Otter. Be like Evan. Try a free 3-day pass at Bob's.
Cheer up, Evan. This rain will be out soon. You should download the 14 First Alert app and see for yourself. You can see what's coming up to 7 days in advance, or you can break it down hour by hour. Check out live radar so you can see what's happening in real time. And you can watch 14 News live directly from the app. See, there's nothing to worry about.
Stay in the game with the 14 First Alert app.
Bottom of the fifth. Braden Scott, just one hit against him through his first 4 innings of work. He faces Connor Owings, Jordan Rathbone, and Dustin Woodcock. Latter third of the Gateway Grizzlies lineup. Scott, the wind and the first pitch. There's a fastball, hums it in there for a strike, 0-1. Otters with a 2-0 lead. For the second consecutive night, Evansville taking a 1-0 lead in the top of the second here at GCS Credit Union Ballpark. Right by the St. Louis Downtown Airport. The 0-1 goes right back to the one finger down pitch, and he gets his second strike. As a little biplane lands beyond right field. 0-2, textbook. They go to the breaking ball, and Owings, he's able to fight it off, foul it off to the right. He stays alive, 0-2. How about how the Otters took the lead in the top of the second? Well, after Elijah Mcnamee and Dakota Phillips led off the inning with back-to-back base hits, Michael Gangwish would walk with one out to load the bases. As the 0-2, whoa, don't know where that one missed. Maybe just off the plate. The fastball from Scott looked pretty good, but not quite good enough, says home plate umpire Kevin Wilkie. They'll have to do another 2-strike pitch. The 1-2. Fastball misses a little farther out. Count even on Owings, who flied out to left his first time. The wind, the 2-2, breaking ball. Another foul ball that is grounded beyond the first base line. Well, with the bases loaded in the top of the second, Andrew Penner would draw a free pass that gave the Otters a 1-0 lead. Another breaking pitch. This, a major league pop-up. Left side, Andredi Cordero. A few steps up the third base line. He makes the catch, 1 down. Nice little battle there for Connor Owings. But he pops out to his counterpart, Andredi Cordero. Jordan Rathbone struck out looking his first time up. Facing Braden Scott, who has retired 6 in a row. First pitch, cut on and missed. Fastball jumping ahead of Rathbone, the Grizzlies' right fielder. And here is a fly ball toward right, approaching the track. Mcnamee's got it. 2 down. Well struck by Rathbone, but there was an outfielder there with just enough room. Of course, you know there is a short porch in right at GCS Credit Union Ballpark, just 301 down the line. Got the opportunity to ask Otters bench coach Boots Day where he thinks maybe if he might be able, where he thinks might have been the shortest porch he ever got to play or coach at. And here is a foul ball. Well struck down the left field line, out of play. 0-1 now the count on Dustin Woodcock. And Boots Day, bench coach for the Otters, said, well, there were a couple of places back when he was down at Bristol in the Appalachian League when that was still part of affiliated baseball. That had right fields within 300 feet. As the 0-1 is there from Scott. A lot of small ballparks, said Boots Day in the Appalachian League. The wind, the 0-2. And that misses away. Scott looks like he went with the fastball there. 1-2 the count on Dustin Woodcock, who grounded out to second his first time. Of course, the multi-homer game a night ago. The 1-2. Swing and a miss for strike three. Great Scott. One hit through 5 innings of work. He's kept the Grizzlies scoreless. He exits the fifth with a 2-0 lead. We head to the top of the 6th inning. You're listening to the Otters Digital Network at GCS Credit Union Ballpark here on YouTube Live.
We love our children and want them to be healthy. After all, a healthy child can make for a happy child. When you choose Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield, you have great doctors and great care to help your child stay healthy. And that is something to smile about. Choose Anthem to help keep your children healthy and happy. Enroll today. Call 1-800-403-0864. To learn more, visit www.anthem.com/inmedicaid.
Andretti Cordero singled and scored a run his last time up. He leads off the 6th. First pitch from Matt Mulburn is a called strike in the outside part of the plate, while a righty warms in Gateway Grizzlies bullpen. That's called a bear down. The 0-1, that's hit pretty well out toward right field. Going back to the track, the right fielder, and it's just around into the hot tub. How about that? Andretti Cordero's first Evansville Otters home run is a splashdown. It's now a 3-0 lead in the top of the 6th. Andretti Cordero, who led the Frisco Rough Riders with 16 big flies back in 2019, Double-A affiliate of the Texas Rangers, he extends the Otters' lead to 3. Fly ball the opposite way. He will be adorned with the Evansville E-Chain by Otters' designated hitter tonight, Riley Crane. First pitch to Michael Gingwish. Showed bunt, tried to slap it down following the homer. Not able to make contact on the pitch. It will go as a swinging strike. 0-1. Cordero. Now the homers coming in 3 consecutive games for the Otters as the 0-1 misses. And there's a swing and a miss from Gangwish. Riley Crane homered back-to-back ball games Thursday in Windy City and the Grand Slam last night. Andretti Cordero keeps the Otters' home run streak alive with the homer here. Comebacker to the mound on the 1-2 pitch. Tossing underhand, Matt Mulhern gets his first out of the 6th. Nice bounce back at bat for him following the home run. Here comes Andrew Penner. They haven't gotten him out yet today. He's 1 for 1. RBI double his last time up. And drove in a run with a walk back in the 2nd. First pitch is a called strike in the inside part of the plate. 0-1. Andrew Penner. He's also looking for his first Otters dinger. There's the 0-1. Is cut on for his second strike. Deep in the hole, 0-2. That misses about neck high. 1 ball and 2 strikes on the Otters left fielder Penner. 1-2, hard grounder to Rosario at second. He tosses sidearm to first. 2 down. Now it's Miles Gordon's turn. He homered in this ballpark last time the Otters visited Gateway. First pitch, fastball, swing and a miss. Gordon homered off the foul pole here at GCS Credit Union Ballpark. When these two clubs last met over 4th of July weekend, 0-1. There's a strike. On the low outside corner, dotting the fastball. Gordon behind 0-2. Mulhern set. Here comes the two-strike pitch, and it punches out Gordon looking. But the Otters tack on another, this time with a solo shot to lead off the inning from Andredi Cordero. Bottom of the 6th on its way, Otters with a 3-0 lead. You're listening to the Otters Digital Network on YouTube Live.
Centerpoint Energy's newest generation of safe, efficient energy includes capturing and harnessing the natural power of pure sunshine. We are increasing solar in our balanced and reliable energy mix as we power our region with more clean, renewable energy. We're bringing a little piece of the sun to every home and business while reducing carbon emissions and helping create a cleaner environment. It's just a little something for your smart energy future.
If you're looking for a liquor store in Evansville, look no further than Liquor Locker. The Liquor Locker has the best selection at the best prices, including the largest craft beer and bourbon selection in the area. Our friendly and knowledgeable staff will help you find the beer, wine, and liquor you need for any occasion. And check out the fine selection of cigars at all Liquor Locker stores. Liquor Locker is now open Sundays 12 to 8 p.m. and offers citywide delivery. Visit one of our 10 conveniently located stores in the Evansville area today. There is always something for everyone at the Liquor Locker.
Fix up your home with Heritage. Our home improvement financing options can help you change your home now and pay for it over time. Upgrade your home. Make home repairs. Remodel a kitchen. Build a new deck. Add a new room. Remodel your bath. Update appliances. Whether it's a small weekend project or a large renovation, Heritage Federal Credit Union can help you finance your improvements today. Fix up your home with Heritage.
Bottom 6, Braden Scott jumps ahead with a first pitch fastball. Then the 0-1. Here's a ground ball to Dakota Phillips. He'll take it to the bag himself. Braden Scott now through 5 1/3. Just one hit allowed by the former IU Hoosier as he gets Ty Moore for the first out of the Grizzlies' half of the 6th. Ty Moore, Abiel Diaz, and Andres Regno batting 1, 2, and 3. Otters with a 3-0 lead. Braden Scott, former IU Hoosier, where he attended for a couple years. Oh, here's trouble into the corner. That will fall fair down the line and then bounce over the wall for a ground rule double. Abiel Diaz now just the second hit. Recorded by the Gateway Grizzlies. Braden Scott, who pitched for 3 seasons at Indiana University out in Bloomington after he had transferred over from Olney Central College in Olney, Illinois, Scott's junior college, where he holds the single season strikeout record. It was his second year there that Scott edged out Philadelphia Phillies pitcher Jared Eichhoff as the breaking ball to Andres Regno backdoors into the strike zone, 0-1 for the single season strikeout record, which Scott maintains to this day. back to the backstop by Andres Regno, who bats with the man in scoring position, and 1 out. Scott, the Jasonville, Indiana native, with his local high school there. They won an Indiana State Championship back in 2014. The 0-2 breaking ball, cut on and missed. Scott taking care of Andres Regno for the second time today. 5 strikeouts for the Otters southpaw. And now there are 2 down. In the bottom of the 6th. Strikeout of Regno following the 1-out double brings Chase Vallo to the plate. He's 0 for 2. Grounded out to third as last time. First pitch, runner breaks for third. The throw down from Gangwish is a one-hopper out to Andredi Cordero. He's able to pick it, but he will not apply a tag. Abdiel Diaz is in at third with a stolen base. Vallo, the Lafayette, Louisiana native, and former first-round draft pick of the Kansas City Royals back in 2014. Here's the 1-0. Oh, another big curveball from Scott. Oh, does that pitch still look deadly? 1-1. Nasty. Here's the 1-1. And Vallo behind the fastball. 1-2. The 2-out, 1-2 pitch. Oh, they'll appeal down to the first base umpire, Mike Weinstein, but no, sir. Now the count even on Chase Vallo, 2-2. Abdiel Diaz at third. 2 down, Otters with a 3-0 lead in the bottom of the 6th. Here comes the 2-2. There's a ground ball toward Cordero, plays it off his foot and throws to first. Well, either way, Braden Scott is through 6 scoreless, just 2 hits allowed off the Otters southpaw. We're to the top of the 7th. Otters with a 3-0 lead. You're listening to the Evansville Otters Digital Network on YouTube Live.
Centerpoint Energy's newest generation of safe, efficient energy includes capturing and harnessing the natural power of pure sunshine. We are increasing solar in our balanced and reliable energy mix as we power our region with more clean, renewable energy. We're bringing a little piece of the sun to every home and business while reducing carbon emissions and helping create a cleaner environment. It's just a little something for your smart energy future.
We love our children and want them to be healthy. After all, a healthy child can make for a happy child. When you choose Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield, you have great doctors and great care to help your child stay healthy. And that is something to smile about. Choose Anthem to help keep your children healthy and happy. Enroll today. Call 1-800-403-0864. To learn more, visit www.anthem.com/inmedicaid.
Before you danced the first dance. Before you walked down the aisle. Before the tables were set with care. Before you penned a single invitation. Before the day that went beyond your wildest expectations. There was the little green box from Brinker's Jewelers for befores and happily ever afters.
Top of the 7th, Andy DeJesus, J.R. Davis, and Riley Crane, 2, 3, and 4. Matt Mulhern out of the ball game through 6. 7 hits allowed and 3 runs. He is currently on the hook as Cody Thompson comes into the ball game, the right fielder. How about a right-handed pitcher? Maybe he played right field way back in the day. You'd have to ask him. First pitch to Andy DeJesus, misses outside, 1-0. The line to the 1-0 offering. Swing and a miss has Andy DeJesus tumbling in the left-handed batter's box. Gets back to his feet. Count 1-1. Cody Thompson, the 6'2 right-hander, coming into the ball game here in the top of the 7th inning. Enters with a .548 earned run average and an 0-3 record. Here's a hard liner towards second. On a hop, Jose Rosario has it and tosses to Ty Moore. I'll tell you what, Jose Rosario has been tested a lot tonight, and he's looked pretty smooth with that glove over there at second. 1 down in the top of the 7th. J.R. Davis is 0 for 3. He's grounded out to Abdiel Diaz at short twice. First pitch to Davis. There's a strike, 0-1. Otters have scored 3 runs, 2 driven in by Andrew Penner, and the last in the top of the 6th. And a home run from Andredi Cordero. The 0-1. There's a swing and a miss with a slider. 0-2. The slider. Someone suggested the Cleveland baseball team should have gone as the Cleveland Spiders. Would have been pretty good. What about the Cleveland Rocks? I mean, come on. Rocks. 0-2 misses out to J.R. Davis. Former farmhand in the St. Louis Cardinals organization out of Oklahoma State University. The 1-2 is grounded toward Rosario for the second time. He will flip onto Ty Moore at first. 2 gone after 2 ground balls to Rosario in the top of the 7th. Riley Crane is 1 for 3. Singled in his last AB. Hit a grand slam yesterday. What'll he do? Let's see. First pitch, he shows bunt and drops it down toward third. Owings with a bare hand. The throw to first is not in time. Riley Crane slaps down a bunt for a base hit. He's now 2 for 4. How about the baseball know-how, IQ, acumen, versatility of the Otters cleanup batter, Riley Crane? How many Pro Bowl players do you think you've seen hit a grand slam one night and then drop down a bunt base hit in his next game, all while out of the cleanup spot? You don't see this stuff every night, folks. Here comes Elijah Mcnamee batting with a runner at first and 2 out. First pitch to him, this is low and away, and kicks away from Regno. He was a little late in getting out to the baseball. Once he realized he didn't have it in his glove, it kicks away, and Riley Crane advances to second. So the pass ball on Regno puts Crane into scoring position. Elijah Mcnamee, who's 2 for 3, now with a run-scoring opportunity. 1-0 to the former Bulldog. Oh, ripped right by the Otters manager, the third base coaching box, Andy McCauley. Jumping out of the way. He's able to evade a hard liner from Mcnamee. Now it's 1-1. Big hole on that right side. See what Mcnamee goes for here. The 1-1. Looked like the breaking ball gets the best of Mcnamee. Able to swing through it. Now 1-2 the count. Two out. Crane at second. 1-2 to Mcnamee. And that skips past the catcher Regno. And Crane, 90 feet from home, following the wild pitch. A little bit of trouble here for the Thompson-Regno battery. A pass ball and a wild pitch following the base hit to Crane. Have him over at third. 2 out, 2-2 the count on Mcnamee. And he slaps it hard, well down the line and right, at a lot of distance, but plenty foul as well. So they'll do it again. Thompson, 23 innings of work, 27 hits, 22 strikeouts, and 8 walks. Crane at third, 2 out, the 2-2. And here's a hard-hit ground ball backhanded by Rosario, the second baseman. Throw to first, and that will end the inning, but not after the Otters made Cody Thompson have to work for it. We had a stretch time here at GCS Credit Union Ballpark. The score is 3-0 in favor of Evansville on the muddy banks of the Mississippi. You're listening to the Otters Digital Network on YouTube Live.
Centerpoint Energy's newest generation of safe, efficient energy includes capturing and harnessing the natural power of pure sunshine. We are increasing solar in our balanced and reliable energy mix as we power our region with more clean, renewable energy. We're bringing a little piece of the sun to every home and business while reducing carbon emissions and helping create a cleaner environment. It's just a little something for your smart energy future.
Bottom 7 begins with a ground ball bobbled by Phillips. The throw over to Braden Scott trying to cover is wide of the first base bag. So, one pitch, unfortunately, E3. Braden Scott trying to make it 7 scoreless. Repeating his professional debut against the Joliet Slammers, in which he did that same feat, also earned the win. He will have to contend with a leadoff base runner here in the bottom of the 7th if he wants to do that again. The Otters lead 3-0. Here at the bottom of the 7th from GCS Credit Union Ballpark. Jose Rosario, he reached via an error his first time up. He shows bunt, pulls back, and takes a breaking ball that might have missed low, 1-0. Jose Rosario, he's been seeing a lot of action over at second base tonight. 3 ground balls over to him in the top of the 7th. Mixing another in the 6th. That's 4, 5, 6, 7. How about 8? And mix in a pop out to him as well. I think that's 9 outs recorded out of 21 by second baseman Jose Rosario. The 1-0 missed. So now Scott with his sign comes set at the belt, ready to deliver the 2-0. And fastball there, cut on and missed. Oh, doctor. I think Scott probably reared back for a little bit of extra there. Now 2-1 the count on Rosario. And here's a push bunt to first. And Dakota Phillips will make sure to touch it in foul territory for strike 2. Would have been an easy out number 1, but the Otters preferring to keep Jay Prather at first. Chance at a double play ball. Denying Rosario the chance to give himself up. Oregon for the strikeout. Runner goes in the 2-2, and it's a pop-up to the right side. This might work out perfect. Dakota Phillips has it. The runner well off the bag, and Scott has it. The throw from Phillips. How about that? Something of a hit and run. He had to swing at it with 2 strikes, and unfortunately for the Grizzlies, the pop-up goes 3-1 on the double play. You don't see that play very often, do you? Wowie, great presence of mind by Dakota Phillips to be able to turn and fire on to Scott, covering, who had to feel for the first base bag. Great hustle from him, and that will take care of the error nicely. And turns out it was a great decision by Dakota Phillips as well to let that foul ball go. They got the double play that they were ordering up. First pitch fastball misses up and into Connor Owings. Goes to show you they had a plan. Connor Owings is 0 for 2. Popped out to the third baseman, Andredi Cordero, his last time up. The line, the 1-0. Fastball for a strike. Thigh high, 1-1. Just passing the twilight hour. Sun has set. The sky's indigo. 1-1. Another fastball from Scott, and another strike. Low outside part of the plate. 1-2. Scott looking for his 6th K. 2 out the 1-2. And it's a foul ball as Michael Ganglish lunged out of the crouch trying to catch the foul tip. They'll get to do it again. Just 2 hits against Scott through 6 2/3. Otters with a 3-0 lead. Nobody on, 2 out, the 1-2. There's a called third strike for Scott's 6th punch-out. Through 7, just 2 hits allowed by the Otters left-hander Scott. Great Scott, that is. We head to the top of the 8th, 3-0 the score. You're listening to the Otters Digital Network. Evansville with the lead on YouTube Live.
Cheer up, Evan. This rain will be out soon. You should download the 14 First Alert app and see for yourself. You can see what's coming up to 7 days in advance, or you can break it down hour by hour. Check out live radar so you can see what's happening in real time. And you can watch 14 News live directly from the app. See, there's nothing to worry about.
Stay in the game with the 14 First Alert app.
We love our children and want them to be healthy. After all, a healthy child can make for a happy child. When you choose Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield, you have great doctors and great care to help your child stay healthy. And that is something to smile about. Choose Anthem to help keep your children healthy and happy. Enroll today. Call 1-800-403-0864. To learn more, visit www.anthem.com/inmedicaid.
Top of the 8th inning, Otters lead 3-0. First pitch to Dakota Phillips. Foul tips it at the plate. Now the 0-1. That's in there for a strike. 0-2. Going to go ahead and guess. It's still Cody Thompson on the mound. Cody Thompson? Yeah, he's looking for his second inning of work. Why not? He had a good bottom of this. Well, no, wait. Okay, yeah, apparently I've just been told it's the away team that bats in the top of the inning. In a baseball game, he was able to get 3 out, working around a 2-out hit. And this is a high drive out towards center, racing back toward the track. Center fielder Dustin Woodcock able to make the catch. 1 down in the top of the 8th inning. Dakota Phillips able to put a charge into it. But unfortunately, the defense of Dustin Woodcock just a little too good. So the only base runner allowed by Cody Thompson to this point, a 2-out base hit by Riley Crane. Went for a bunt single. Now Andredi Cordero, who's 2 for 3 with a big fly. He stands in. First pitch to him. Breaking ball. Called a strike in the inside part of the plate. Cordero was bending out of the way. He turned his left shoulder toward home. Trying to get out of the way of the breaking pitch. It's called a strike. 0-1 for the Otters' third baseman, Andredi Cordero. And he reaches down to foul this one off to the right. Cordero now in the hole, 0-2. To Cordero. That's a hot shot. Foul of third. Otters with a 3-0 lead in the top of the 8th inning. Here's, I guess what you could call an irrelevant stat for you. The Otters have scored in every even frame so far in this one. As the 0-2 breaking ball is cut on and missed in the turf. Andres Regno completes the strikeout and 2-3 putout by throwing down to the first baseman Ty Moore. 2 are gone. Would you like me to go ahead, because we could do this, and put together how the Otters score in even innings versus odd? The only problem is you usually get one more odd inning, so don't know how you'd factor that. So we could do that, but no. That's the first pitch to Michael Gangwish, which is out, 1-0. Okay, now I'm curious. All right, 34 runs they've scored in the first inning of their ball games. Let's say this is going into tonight's matchup, as the 1-0 to Gangwish misses in. So 34 plus 53 runs scored in the third. That's their favorite inning to score a run in. Another 30 in the fifth, 36 in the seventh, And let's go ahead and throw out the ninth. There are only 6 runs there. Let's keep it tied at 4 runs or 4 innings each. The 2-0 misses low, peeled down to the third base umpire, no swing. All right, I'll add that up in a moment. It's a good thing we got a calculator here. Now, even frames. The Otters have scored 28 runs in the second, 30 in the fourth, 36 in the sixth, and 14 in the eighth. And that's all of the innings they've played. That's not just tonight. That would be one long ball game. The 3-0 outside part of the plate called a strike. Michael Gangush will check in with home plate umpire Kevin Wilkie on that call, now 3-1. All right, go ahead and cue the Jeopardy music while we break out the calculator. The 3-1. And this is hit pretty well out toward right center field. Dustin Woodcock heading toward the track, toward the wall, and he's able to make the catch a couple of feet shy of the track. How about the Yalls being just handed a note by Brandon Ross? Yalls winning 10-8 in the bottom of the 10th on a Trevor Crayport walk-off home run. Boy, thanks for this one, Brandon. Just trying to make our night a little more sullen.
You already have enough gone right.
We head to the bottom of the 8th inning. 3-0 the score. Otters with the lead. You're listening to the Otters Digital Network on YouTube Live.
Cheer up, Evan. This rain will be out soon. You should download the 14 First Alert app and see for yourself. You can see what's coming up to 7 days in advance, or you can break it down hour by hour. Check out live radar so you can see what's happening in real time. And you can watch 14 News live directly from the app. See, there's nothing to worry about.
Stay in the game with the 14 First Alert app.
Before you danced the first dance. Before you walked down the aisle. Before the tables were set with care. Before you penned a single invitation. Before the day that went beyond your wildest expectations. There was the little green box from Brinker's Jewelers for befores and happily ever afters.
Braden Scott, the animal, bottom of the 8th inning. He is still out there. He struck out Connor Owings looking to end the 7th. He will face Jordan Rathbone, Dustin Woodcock, and Ty Moore. First pitch misses high, 1-0, 8-9-1 for the Grizzlies. Going up against Scott, who has surrendered just 2 hits and no runs through his first 7 innings of work tonight. And the 1-0, that misses off the plate. Couple of fastballs from Scott. Maybe a little jittery. Wouldn't blame him. Wouldn't blame him if he was a little tired, too. Ouch, bite. Wind the 2-0. And there's a swing and a miss for strike 1. Jordan Rathbone. He is 0 for 2. Struck out looking. Flied out to right as last time. Any chance anybody's got a pitch count by chance? I know this should be my job. I should be doing it, but I figured I'd be lazy here as the 2-1 is fouled off to the right out of play. Any chance you got a pitch count on Braden Scott? Hey, look at that. Nate Gatter, broadcaster for the Gateway Grizzlies, tossing out that info for us smoothly on the Frontier League Live TV broadcast as the 2-2 is cut on and missed. 7 Ks for Scott. 1 down in the bottom of the 8th. So on the 95th pitch, thanks over there to Nate Gatter of the Gateway Grizzlies broadcast crew. Like a total pro, just able to slip it into his broadcast because One Otters broadcaster is a little too scatterbrained to be able to follow along on his own. Back-to-back Ks for Braden Scott going back to the 7th. He now has 7 of his own. First pitch to Dustin Woodcock is fouled off to the left, out of play. Woodcock 0 for 2. Struck out his last time. Oh, 1 fastball misses. Out, and let's say a little high, 1-1. Told you that the Y'alls were walk-off winners through 10. 10-8 was the final. Out in Florence. Here's a liner past the diving third baseman, Andredi Cordero, out into left field. That's a 1-out single for Dustin Woodcock. Just the 3rd hit tonight for the Grizzlies. Ty Moore will now stand in. Go ahead around the Frontier League. What do you say? Frontier League scoreboard. Florence Y'alls beating the Slammers through 10 innings at Y'alls Ballpark. Sussex County and New Jersey Jackals went to a home run derby. I'll tell you the winner there in a moment. Here is a ground ball foul of first. Wait a minute, the box score should have that information. And the New Jersey Jackals won that one. 2-0 in their home run derby. The Miners took care of business against the Thunderbolts. 4-2 the final at Rentwood Park. They keep Quebec a slim 1-run victory over the Tri-City Valley Cats in Game 2 of their doubleheader at Joseph L. Bruno Stadium, though they were routed in Game 1 by a 13-6 final. Hey, here's something I just learned the other day. Did you know there's a difference between route and route? Apparently route is where you go. Route is when you get beat pretty bad. 1-1 fastball from Braden Scott to Ty Moore. Misses outside 2-1. The more you know. Bum, bum, bum. Schaumburg Boomers. They also bested the Lake Erie Crushers 4-1. Only other live game is in the top of the 9th. New York Boulders looking to finish off the Washington Wild Things. Out in New York, 6-5 their score. 2-1. That misses low and away. Attention turns back to Braden Scott. As Tyler Spring warms in the Otters bullpen. Switch hitting Abiel Diaz, who doubled his last time up, waits on deck. 3-1, runner goes, and it's crushed now toward right. Mcnamee, though, he's going to have enough room on the hard hit fly ball by Ty Moore. Now there are 2 down. Would have loved to see exit velo on that one. An interesting point to make. That time the short porch and right almost helped the Otters because Elijah Mcnamee just going to play pretty close to that wall anyway without much room. First pitch misses outside, so he only has to go a couple of steps back on that liner as opposed to being anywhere else in position. Well, actually, no, now coming to think about it, he's probably playing straight up and right. No reason he's playing any more shallow. I'll go ahead and leave that up for your interpretation. Now it's Abiel Diaz batting from the right side against the lefty Scott, as he has all night long. 1 for 3 with a double, and the 2-0 misses inside to Diaz. 3 balls and no strikes on the Grizzlies' shortstop, Abiel Diaz. Tyler Spring might be coming into this one in just a pitch. Here's the 3-0. Had to be a strike, and it was. The fastball over. 3-1. Scott an out away from what would be the longest appearance of any Otters starter this season. 3-1. There's a fastball for a strike. Diaz tried to sell it by trotting down to first. No dice. Kevin Wilkie calls it a strike. Count now moves full on Abdiel Diaz with a runner at first and 2 out. Woodcock, he will be off on the payoff pitch. Here it comes home. And able to just foul it off as Abdiel Diaz. He stays alive. They'll have another 3-2 on its way. Scott looking to send things to the top of the ninth. Another 3-2. And that sails upstairs. Ball 4 to Abdiel Diaz. That will bring Andres Regno to the plate. The dangerous bat of Andres Regno. And here comes Otters pitching coach Max Peterson. Could be signaling the end for Braden Scott. Peterson approaches the mound, and he accepts the baseball from Braden Scott. It will be Tyler Spring on to pitch for the Otters here with 2 men on, 2 out in a 3-0 ball game in the bottom of the 8th. Braden Scott tying teammate and fellow rookie Ryan O'Reilly for the longest outing of the year so far. 7 2/3, no runs charged to him yet, though he is responsible for Woodcock at second and Abdiel Diaz at first, and only 3 hits allowed by the Otters southpaw. We'll tell you about Tyler Spring when we return on the Otters Digital Network on YouTube Live.
We love our children and want them to be healthy. After all, a healthy child can make for a happy child. When you choose Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield, you have great doctors and great care to help your child stay healthy. And that is something to smile about. Choose Anthem to help keep your children healthy and happy. Enroll today. Call 1-800-403-0864. To learn more, visit www.anthem.com/inmedicaid.
Before you danced the first dance. Before you walked down the aisle. Before the tables were set with care. Before you penned a single invitation. Before the day that went beyond your wildest expectations. There was the little green box from Brinker's Jewelers for befores and happily ever afters.
Cheer up, Evan. This rain will be out soon. You should download the 14 First Alert app and see for yourself. You can see what's coming up to 7 days in advance, or you can break it down hour by hour. Check out live radar so you can see what's happening in real time. And you can watch 14 News live directly from the app. See, there's nothing to worry about.
Stay in the game with the 14 First Alert app.
Tyler Spring on out of the Otters bullpen. Dustin Woodcock at second. Abdiel Diaz at first. 2 out in the bottom of the 8th. Tying run at the plate in the form of Andres Regno, the .341 hitter, entering play with 10 home runs. First pitch. There's a slider for a strike. 0-1. Michael Ganguish will come out of the crouch to talk things over briefly with Spring. Make sure they are absolutely on the right page here in a critical moment in this one. Spring. 3-0 record, 22nd game of the year, 240, the earned run average. 30 innings of work for him, 19 hits, 31 strikeouts, and 15 walks. Relieving Braden Scott, responsible for the 2 men aboard right now. Springs set at the belt. Here comes the 0-1. And it's a ground ball to the left side. Cordero has it, reins it in. There's a pump, a throw to first. And how about that? Put a little spring in your step. 1 man, 1 out. Tyler Spring able to send matters to the top of the 9th and maintain the Otters' 3-0 lead. You're listening to the Otters Digital Network on YouTube Live.
We love our children and want them to be healthy. After all, a healthy child can make for a happy child. When you choose Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield, you have great doctors and great care to help your child stay healthy. And that is something to smile about. Choose Anthem to help keep your children healthy and happy. Enroll today. Call 1-800-403-0864. To learn more, visit www.anthem.com/inmedicaid.
Cheer up, Evan. This rain will be out soon. You should download the 14 First Alert app and see for yourself. You can see what's coming up to 7 days in advance, or you can break it down hour by hour. Check out live radar so you can see what's happening in real time. And you can watch 14 News live directly from the app. See, there's nothing to worry about.
Stay in the game with the 14 First Alert app.
Top of the 9th inning, Otters looking for a little insurance as Logan Sawyer, their closer, warms in the bullpen. Carter Hayes, right-hander for the Gateway Grizzlies, is on out of the Bear Den. Go ahead and trademark that. You guys want that one? The Bear Den instead of the bullpen? Or is that too hokey? What do you think? Instead of a bullpen, a Bear Den? It's okay. All right. Not a lot of love for it here in the press box. It's fair. It's their press box, so they can do what they want. Just let them know I'd like a 3% royalty fee. Carter Hayes on out of the bullpen. 6'1", 205-pound right-hander, 23-year-old faces Andrew Penner. Gets a strike call. Penner, 1 for 2, couple of runs driven in. The Carmel, California native Hayes facing fellow Californian Andrew Penner. The 0-1 is fouled off to the right, out of play. Penner of Frazier Park, California. The 0-2, he shoots foul toward the Otters bullpen. Nice job by Samson Abernathy to protect bullpen catcher tonight, Justin Felix. Racing to his left, Samson Abernathy, Superman. 0-2. Bounces in front of home plate. Penner able to lay off. 1-2. Ryan Brown with you on the Otters Digital Network. You're on YouTube Live. GCS Credit Union Ballpark in Sauget, Illinois. Weird looking bug just flew into the booth. Tiny little guy. As the 1-2 is fouled off. Bug taken care of. I didn't hurt him. Don't worry. It's okay. Just brushed him aside. The 1-2. And reaching out, a little soft liner to the second baseman, Jose Rosario. 1 down. Carter Hayes comes in with a 148 earned run average. 17th game of the season for him. 2-1 record. 24 and now 2/3 innings of work, 14 hits, 22 strikeouts, 7 walks. Miles Gordon stands in. Strike called on him, 0-1. Miles Gordon Reached base safely via a walk his first time. And here's another ground ball for Rosario, charging in on the run, makes the throw, and the catch made by Ty Moore at first. 2 up, 2 down for Carter Hayes. Otters scored 7 runs last night for the 14th time this season. Runs coming at a higher premium in the second game of the weekend series with the Grizzlies. Only 3 runs have scored. All batters, then runners coming across were Otters. First pitch to Andy DeJesus. Called strike. That's so far. DeJesus is 0 for 4. Don't want to jinx anything. In today's not so surprising facts, as the 0-1 is in there for a strike, you put up 7 runs, you're probably likely to win. The Otters have done just that. Though they lost last night by a 9-7 final, the club is 12-2 when they put up a touchdown and an extra point or better. 0-2, swing and a miss. A 3-pitch K for Carter Hayes ends the Otters half of the ninth. 3 up, 3 down for Hayes. And now, 3 outs away, the Otters looking to even up the series. Logan Sawyer coming on out of the Otters bullpen. You're listening to the Otters Digital Network. Bottom of the ninth on the way, so don't you go anywhere. Don't even think about it. I know you weren't. You're listening to the Otters Digital Network on YouTube Live. Otters with a 3-0 lead at GCS Credit Union Ballpark in Sauget, Illinois.
Cheer up, Evan. This rain will be out soon. You should download the 14 First Alert app and see for yourself. You can see what's coming up to 7 days in advance, or you can break it down hour by hour. Check out live radar so you can see what's happening in real time. And you can watch 14 News live directly from the app. See, there's nothing to worry about.
Stay in the game with the 14 First Alert app.
Before you danced the first dance. Before you walked down the aisle. Before the tables were set with care. Before you penned a single invitation. Before the day that went beyond your wildest expectations. There was the little green box from Brinker's Jewelers for befores and happily ever afters.
Logan Sawyer leads the Midwestern Conference with 11 saves, and he's looking for his 12th. Otters 3 outs away from a 3-0 victory to even the series in Sauget, Illinois. Logan Sawyer will have to contend with the heart of the Grizzlies' order. Chase followed, Jay Prather, and Jose Rosario 4, 5, and 6. Sawyer coming into this one, making his 21st appearance of the season, as a 3.93 earned run average, is 2-3 on the record. Again, looking for his 12th save of the year. 18 in the third innings of work, 19 hits allowed, 22 strikeouts. He throws a lot of strikes, only 5 walks. First pitch to the DH follow in the bottom of the ninth is a breaking ball for a strike, 0-1. Logan Sawyer, former Lancaster Barnstormer, farmhand to the Colorado Rockies organization, going up against the former first-round pick of the Kansas City Royals back in 2014, Chase Vallow, who is 0 for 3. The 0-1. That one misses just a tad outside, 1-1. Otters with a win would remain a game and a half back of the Florence Yalls. The 1-1. And a peel down to first on the half swing by Chase Vallow. No swing, says first base umpire Mike Weinstein. Sawyer set the 2-1. And he waves and misses at a fastball. Back in the count to even it is Logan Sawyer. Valo did strike out looking back in the second. Since then, a couple ground balls to third. Andretti Cordero will be ready. The 2-2. And there's a called third strike on the breaking ball for out number one. One down in the bottom of the ninth. That's a way to start the ninth in style for Logan Sawyer. Jay Prather will stand in. He's 1 for 3. Reached on an error his last time. First pitch to Prather. Up and away, 1-0. Otters took 2 of 3 from the Windy City Thunderbolts. If they want to win their second consecutive series, they've got to win tonight and tomorrow. 1-0. There's a fastball once again, up and away. 2 balls and no strikes on Prather. Is a high fly ball. Elijah Mcnamee back toward the track to the wall, and that just kept carrying as Jay Prather homers in the bottom of the ninth to make it a 2-run game. It looked like Prather had gotten too much height on it. But he was able to muscle it not just up, but also over. And the Gateway Grizzlies will avoid the shutout. Tying run remains in the on-deck circle for Prather. He clubs, I believe that's his 3rd home run of the season. Indeed it is. 17th ribby. Now it's Jose Rosario, who had a 3-run shot last night. First pitch to him is a called strike. 0-1. Gateway Grizzlies avoiding the shutout. The 0-1. Swing and a miss here from Jose Rosario. Grizzlies were last shut out back on June 29th by the Southern Illinois Miners. In an 8-0 ball game. Dropped their record to 10-20. The 0-2 is cut on and missed. Second strikeout for Logan Sawyer, and there are 2 out in the bottom of the ninth. Two Ks and a homer. Connor Owings stands in. He is 0 for 3 and struck out looking his last time against Braden Scott. Sawyer looking to earn his 12th save. Give Braden Scott his 3rd professional win. First pitch. There's a strike on the outside part of the plate, 0-1. Sawyer, the Knoxville, Tennessee native, former setup man of the Lancaster Barnstormers. The 0-1. Just off the plate. 1 ball and 1 strike. On the former Arizona Diamondbacks farmhand, Connor Owings. Brother of big leaguer Chris. 1-1. And there's a fastball for a strike, and the Grizzlies are down to their final strike tonight. Owings will take a breather after the strike call from home plate umpire Kevin Wilkie. Sawyer looking for the K to finish the ball game. Nobody on. 2-run lead in the bottom of the ninth. 2 out. And the 1-2. Ooh, just off the plate. Count moves even. 2-2. Sawyer peers down with the lean. He comes set. The 2-2. Swing and a miss for strike 3. The Otters win 3-1, and it's a huck finish for Logan Sawyer and his merry raft of Otters on the banks of the Mississippi River. That one went swimmingly. Otters pick up their 31st win of the season. Braden Scott earns the victory. He improves to 3-2 on the season, and Logan Sawyer gets his 12th save. Otters even the series at 1 game apiece. They remain a game and a half back of the Florence Yawls, who sit in first place in the West Division. Gateway Grizzlies, they fall to 21-30. They fall now 11 games back of Florence. Once again, the win goes to Braden Scott. He improves his record to 3-2 on the season after going 7 2/3 of scoreless baseball. He matches Ryan O'Reilly for the club high in terms of outs recorded as a starting pitcher this season. The Otters, they managed to score 3 runs, 1 in the second, 1 in the fourth, and 1 in the sixth. Elijah Mcnamee scored from third on a bases-loaded walk drawn by Andrew Penner. Penner would double home the Otters' second run of the ball game with an RBI double in the top of the fourth that scored Andretti Cordero from second. And then it was Cordero who would club a home run in the top of the sixth inning that put the Otters up 3-0. It was the final run they would tally in the ball game, and the score would hold until the bottom of the ninth when Jay Prather homered with 1 out against Logan Sawyer. Sawyer striking out the side in the bottom of the ninth inning to earn his 12th save of the year. That will do it for our post-game wrap-up. 4 men score, 3 for the Otters, only 1 for the Grizzlies. Let's go ahead and look at our out-of-town scoreboard as we wrap up the Evansville Otters post-game show on the Otters Digital Network. The Tri-City Valley Cats and Équipe Québec splitting a doubleheader in Tri-City. Équipe Québec falls in Game 1 by a 13-6 final that picks up Game 2, 2-1. The New York Boulders edge out the Washington Wild Things at Palisades Credit Union Ballpark, 6-5 the final there. Sussex County and the New Jersey Jackals go to a home run derby after a 3-3 final through 10 innings. The New Jersey Jackals out dinger the Sussex County Miners 2-0. Southern Illinois bests Windy City at Rent One Park in Marion, Illinois, 4-2 the final there. Schaumburg Boomers win their 28th of the year, 4-1 was the final at Wintrust Field on the north side of Chicago. By the way, that's their 29th of the season. Don't let me shortchange them. And, of course, the Florence Yawls, they take their second game of the series against the Joliet Slammers with a walk-off home run at Yawls Ballpark in the bottom of the 10th inning, hit by Trevor Crayport. That will wrap up your out-of-town scoreboard. The Evansville Otters also beating the Gateway Grizzlies by a 3-1 final here at GCS Credit Union Ballpark, picking up their 31st win of the season. Tomorrow night, Sunday night ball game, the rubber match of this 3-game series here in East St. Louis. It'll be a 5:45 first pitch. We'll be taking the air at 5:30 for the Evansville Otters pregame show on the Otters Digital Network on YouTube Live. It'll be right-hander Polo Portela, who looks to win his 7th game of the year, improving his currently perfect record to 7-0. He enters with a 3.76 earned run average. Pitcher still to be announced for the Gateway Grizzlies tomorrow, as the Otters will look to take the rubber match, that is, and win their second consecutive series and make it a winning road trip. Once again, it's a 3-1 final. Braden Scott earns the win, his 3rd of his pro career and of the season. Logan Sawyer picking up his 12th save of the season. Remains in first place in the Midwestern Conference in terms of saves. My name is Ryan Brown. Thank you so much for tuning in. Over the last 8.5 innings, make that 9. Once again, the Otters were the road team here in Gateway. 9 innings of baseball. Otters picking up the 3-1 win and evening the series at 1 game apiece. We'll be back on the air at 5:30 tomorrow with the pregame show on the Otters Digital Network on YouTube Live. 5:45, the first pitch here at GCS Credit Union Ballpark for the rubber match. 3-1 final. Thank you so much for tuning in. Evansville Otters pick up the win. Let's chat tomorrow.